Second down and 5, fake to Robinson. And now it's Robinson who makes the catch out of the backfield. Picks up a Falcons first down and more. Still going inside the 10. Touchdown!
Right out the gate, Kenny. Right out the gate. Bijan Robinson's the first option on 2 of their 3 plays, and he gets them the touchdown. Just
third down and 10. Falcons must get to the 29 for a first down, and they do. Robinson makes the catch. All the way down inside the Buccaneers' 15-yard line.
Savassier Dennis is playing with fire. He's one-on-one with Bijan Robinson. And look at Penix's eyes, waiting for Bijan to finally clear the space. As soon as he...
Out of the pistol, Bijan Robinson running left through a tackle. Robinson accelerating, and there goes Robinson. Tracked down from behind at the 40 by Theo Jackson. But a big gain right out of the gate for the star back for the Falcons.
This is it. This is their play. This outside zone play. All the linemen come down the line. And Mike, they were terrible running the football a week ago. And it really cost them a game. They have to get beat.
25 yards, one more than he had all game against Tampa last Sunday. He's got it again. He'll try it to the right. And he's got room again. Robinson into the secondary. 16 more yards. Robinson through space and into the secondary to the 22-yard line. That's 18 that time. It puts Bijan over 100 yards rushing tonight.
So here once again, you're going to see Charlie Warner come right through. These guys are getting upfield so fast that if they don't clog it up on the initial contact with the blitz there by Pace, there are gaps. It's like, you know...
Penix keeps it short with Robinson, who has the first down and more. Robinson across midfield. And he's into plus territory, pushed out by Nick Scott. There's the first big one of the afternoon, a gain of 25.
Now this is really interesting because you're expecting all your receivers to block. They're going to come out and motion to trips, and then they're going to take Bijan and shove him out there. And what I want to show you is this. Stop it right there. 1, 2, 3 guys blocked. You have 3 guys blocked with Robinson.
First down for Atlanta at their own 22. Pitch it to Robinson. And Robinson rounds the corner, still with running room along the sideline. And a first down for Atlanta. Sarah.
Pistol formation with Robinson. Give it to him. Bijan with the mustard. Touchdown. Falcons add to their lead.
The mustard. You've been waiting for that one. I like it.
They came in with the second highest drop rate in the NFL so far in this young season. Just one that I can remember, Ray McLeod early. Penix will throw it. In stride. Robinson. Bijan Robinson gets caught from behind. He nearly goes the distance. Jeremy Reeves gets there.
Bijan out of the backfield, and there's just some traffic that gets Bobby Wagner caught up. And that allows Michael Penix Jr. time to swing the ball out in a massive 69-yard.
Just working on his explosiveness, and then pool work, working on his breathing. Hard cut. Robinson slowed down. Robinson backpedals for a first down.
Second most dangerous weapon in Drake London.
Who's the first dangerous weapon? We've got Robinson still running hard, dragging tacklers down inside the 10. Robinson shows the quickness and the power in one run.
Just look at the left guard, number 65, Matthew Bergeron. Just watch him right here. Watch him climb and just clear it out. I mean, if you're Bijan Robinson, you're going, hey, I can cut off of that easy. And if you're Terrell Bernard, If you're Taylor Rapp, if you're...
Here's Penix, a 1st and 5. Robinson off the right side, breaks free. Bijan Robinson spinning down the sideline, still going. Can they catch him? They cannot. Touchdown, Falcons, 81 yards. Speed and power and moves. Cole Bishop had a chance. Bijan said,
Just watch the interior 3, okay? And give your defensive line a shot to get to the quarterback.
Fake to Robinson. Now they throw it to him. Blockers on the edge. Bijan makes a move. Dancing back and forth. Bijan still alive. Still running. Down in the red zone. The electric number 7.
That's just unbelievable. Well, how many? He made what? 5 missed tackles in this run alone.
This is outstanding. It's a play action pass screen. You get him out in space. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, it's just unbelievable.
It's a really good job.
Charlie Werner, 89, essentially plays so much fullback role for this Falcons team. Next to Penix and protecting. Robinson, edge, first down. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. Oh, the speed and power of Robinson for 6.
We have seen this in the program and use it so often. Right out here, they just flank the running back like he's out wide. Sometimes
Held more in check tonight. He's got 72 yards on 16 touches. Here's touch 17 with a block and a first down to the 39-yard line and 15 to the Robinson total.
all you're doing is playing the odds, right? You have 2 blockers in front of this play, and you have Bijan Robinson. So it's 3-on-2, but it's not a fair fight. It's just not. Because when you leave just one person in open...
Bijan Robinson, 7 carries, 19 yards. It's 1st and 10. It goes to Robinson. Trying to get a block, and Matthews provides. He gets another block downfield from Hodge, and he takes the ball into the grasp of Melifonwu. And down to the Miami 19-yard line, a 17-yard catch and run.
Well, they use him in so many different ways in the passing game. This is just your traditional screen to the outside. I just love his patience. You see, instead of just taking off and running.
Robinson again. And nice running by Bijan Robinson. Stretching out to the 47-yard line, 15 yards for the third-year back out of Texas.
And we have 2 teams that really have no problem with bringing receivers in to insert and block. Drake London.
On 2nd down, Penix. Oh, what a catch with one hand! Bijan Robinson with one for the highlight reel. A 1st down and a gain of 9. How about that?
And we're at that stage of game where you've got to have it too, right? You need to make these type of plays to have your team have an opportunity. Down by 1 touchdown, has Marcus Jones on his back and goes up. And
now Michael Penix Jr. and company take over from the 27. And here is their top back, Bijan Robinson, with an excellent run to start Atlanta's offensive day.
Unreal, just roaming free. It's Robinson, and he breaks 2 tackles. Oh my, what a rugged run that was.
I mean, it looked like he was completely stopped. A nice low center of gravity. It's Mike Jackson. He gets the first shot in at it, but just doesn't give up.
Trevis Gibson was draped on his back, and it wasn't enough. Robinson again showing patience, getting to the edge. Bijan Robinson to the 29.
And this is just all Bijan Robinson. This play was supposed to be designed to go to the front side. Instead, he has the vision to see the...
Grew up a Falcons fan. Atlanta here goes to Robinson, and an easy touchdown for the powerhouse, Bijan Robinson.
We talked about it. See how he's in the pistol formation? Watch the cutback. They get the ball to him sooner. He is able to see the lane when nothing's there on the front side, and that's part of the reason for this pistol formation.
You and a couple million people watching. It's a run. They got the jersey. Robinson's not down. He breaks a tackle, gets to the outside and breaks it down. And that is how the first half ends.
That's exciting.
Cousins swings it out. Here's Robinson. This is where he's dangerous. In space. Sills a block. Robinson chased down. Finally brought down by the veteran Justin Reed. But it's first down and goal for Atlanta on a catch and run of 32 yards for Bijan Robinson.
When you talk to Brandon Staley and all of the Saints defenders, they talked about these jump cuts, bang, bang, where he's just foot in the ground.
Keep it with Robinson. What a cutback. First down. Bijan Robinson inside the 25-yard line. Good blocking by Pitts and a great cutback by Robinson for 12.
That's the infamous Bijan Robinson jump cut. Look, credit to the Saints. They bottled this thing up inside. But again, you have to contain the edges, certainly with a guy.
Mike Pereira on top of it as always. So 2nd and a quarter of the field. Robinson got some blockers in front, and he bursts through the alley, and he gets knocked down by Demario Davis, and they pick up all of that yardage back and then some. A 33-yard play for Bijan Robinson.
That's really a design screen to the right where they lure the defense in and then just get the ball.
Trying to make it a 14-point lead with a 2-point conversion. It's Robinson lunging, and this is a 14-point game.
Was the only player that reminded him of Bijan Robinson.
Right, his college teammate who had a terrific NFL career. And here's Robinson on cue across midfield and then finally tripped up. 26 for Robinson.
You're just going to watch the vision backside, right? He's running front side, but the vision backside is what sets it up, right? He sets up the blocks, and then he goes and he shoots out the gate backside, and that's how he gets open and gets those big yards. And that's where Kirk Cousins said him and Le'Veon Bell, not the same body type, but they have the same ability, right? They can do everything. You can line them up.
This is the best starting field position for the Falcons. Robinson, first down out across midfield. Gain of 16.
And you're just going to see the patience of Bijan Robinson. They're running a trap play.
Play action here. Cousins steps up, dumps it off. It's Robinson. First down and more. Robinson inside the 35. There's a flag. As Cousins took a hit after getting rid of the football. So a big gain and then 15 yards added on at the end of the play.
And this is the play action I was talking about. And it was just that he didn't have enough time to go deep, but it didn't matter. You can give the ball to Bijan Robinson. I have no idea why nobody is on him. He's only the best player that the Atlanta Falcons have. And there is the penalty. Oh, yeah, that's a big shot Kirk Cousins took. And there I just like he's either talking.
Third down and 2. The handoff. Robinson cuts to the outside and takes it in for a Falcons touchdown.
Just going to watch the blocking. David Sills goes, he seals the outside. Will McDonald can't get there. That jump cut to the outside.
There was the 4th overall pick by the Falcons back in 21. Robinson continues his big day. Forced out of bounds by Moore. And the Falcons tie. Here's Robinson, first down. Out across the 45.
They still don't get respect on AWS. I mean, these teams have the same record. Meanwhile, look at this run by Robinson on a 1st and 16, picks up 13, 2nd and 3.
Watch Ryan Newsel, the center here, the job that he does right in the middle, works over here as a kind of a double team, secures that block. This offensive line is very, very efficient. It's really led by the left tackle, Jake Matthews.
From the 35, they begin this drive. Off the play fake, the pump fake underneath, they go to Bijan Robinson for a gain of 16 yards.
The best job they can at trying to get this field ready to go, but we're seeing these players when they change direction going down. Bijan Robinson, just a check down right there, right in front of him. Guy goes down. That's the wrong guy to do that against because of the way he accelerates, covers a lot of ground in a short period of time. So good job there.
Deep drop, pass is caught, tackle avoided. Look at Robinson go all the way to the 44-yard line.
I just want everybody to remember these are NFL defensive players that are trying to tackle him. He reminds me of the kid in recess that's in 5th or 6th grade and nobody can tackle him. That's what Bijan Robinson is. I mean, again, another guy slips, but here's another guy in the open field. He has no chance.
On the ground, to the outside, into the end zone. Bijan Robinson for the touchdown. So Robinson puts it in, and all of a sudden the 14-point game is on the cusp of going to 7.
In his team, what do they still want to go out and compete? We've seen that on display this entire game. Good job of setting the edge there, and good vision and patience there by Bijan Robinson to bounce that to get it outside.
Bijan Robinson now 15 carries, 76 yards. Came into the game averaging 5 yards per carry, and that's his average so far tonight. 8:22 in regulation. They get the ball to the Falcons at the 33-yard line. Breaking free. Here he goes again. Down the sideline, picks up about.
He's reacting to this block right here by Jake Matthews. He thinks he might take it outside, foot in the ground, gets north and south. Again, you can just say that's him just being instinctive and a great runner. Of course that is, but I'm telling you, he was more of an inside zone.
14 years in the NFL, and you talk about formative ages as Cousins goes off play action, and he'll drop it off. Catch and run for Robinson. What balance! That is an outrageous run to square his hips.
Well, I don't know how the Cardinals, too, lose him in coverage. Zaven Collins is kind of protecting the edge. He sees Bijan Robinson leak out, and then it's just all Robinson. The open field.
But to catch and turn so smoothly on the ball placement there, Brady, that's elite stuff. One of those high-level traits. See if they feed him again, maybe out of the backfield. Yes, indeed. Catch and run. Robinson is gone. Arizona's native son scores against the Cardinals.
Just a simple swing screen. These guys are going to create traffic. Bijan is going to find space. When he finds space, he usually finds the end zone. Great game planning by offensive coordinator Zach Robinson. And it helps, too, when you have John Robinson on your team.
The football. He had 114 total touchdowns as a Lancer at Salpointe Catholic. Second down, Robinson, the motion man. Bijan Robinson flowing with the play. Sidestep twice and a first down.
Look at the play design. You have Algier in the backfield. He's going to end up being a lead blocker. Robinson feels the flow, the defense overflowing, and makes the cutback. And Calais Campbell almost getting in the way of his own players there.
You could feel the admiration. It's a loss of 6 on the play to set up 2nd and 16. Cousins to Robinson. Bijan Robinson running behind Lindstrom. Robinson, explosive again to pick up 15.
With 2nd and long in that scenario, you just want to find an easy completion that gets you back in 3rd and manageable. But take a look at number 6.
Right back there, stretch play. Robinson breaks free, changing direction, and now on the gas pedal for a first down. He has just become the 3rd Falcon ever to have 2,000 yards from scrimmage in a season.
Watch how smooth this is. It's like he doesn't even break stride, and it's change of direction, a quick little jump cut, and he's out the back door.
It's like liquid. It's like watching liquid run.
That's one way of putting it.
So the other part of that is Xavier Watts in this year's draft, and he's a promising player.
Here's Robinson, right side. Nice cutback. He's gone. Can anybody catch him?
Not tonight.
McCreary chasing. Won't get there. Touchdown, Atlanta. 93 yards. And they hand to Bijan Robinson. He turned on the Jets. Roger McCreary could not get there. And it's 21-0. Falcons on top. He had an Atlanta Falcons record 93-yard run for the touchdown in the first half. Breaks a tackle, and there he goes. Down inside the 40. What a night. Jared Verse couldn't bring him down, and then Bijan took care of the rest.
Hey, I'll just let the pictures tell the story. I mean, sometimes you don't even have to talk.
Third and 15. Cousins will dump it off to Bijan Robinson. Nice move. And he's down to the 35, and they'll spot him around the 33. It will be a fourth down call. Jonah Williams works so well together as teammates in the backfield together. It's Bijan Robinson and gliding his way for a first down and a strong pickup to the 25.
I just watch Bijan's feet. Just check him out. The patience. Watch these feet work together. Bam. He's wham right there. But look.